Can you tell me who you are and where we are here now and what we are doing here?
My name is Jaap van den Herik. I'm the tournament director of the World Computer Chess Championship and the Computer Olympiade. What we are doing here is simply we are playing the matches, the chess matches, and in the Computer Olympiade we play various games, among them Go, Chinese chess, Japanese chess, or also called shogi. We play Surakarta, we play drafts. Draft is the Dutch dammen, that is checkers but done on 10 by 10 board instead of an 8 by 8 board. And there are many more smaller games, like Amazons for instance.
We are from Uruguay, especially interested in Go, of course.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Welcome here at the Computer Olympiade. We like it. We are playing two versions of Go. We are playing the Go 9 by 9 and the Go 19 by 19. We do not play the Go 13 by 13, which nowadays also, I would say, played especially on the internet. And of course, I know that there's only one Go play, and that's 19 by 19. Yes.
Yes. How is computer Go how has it developed the last decade until now? Can you tell us in short?
That is a very interesting question, because 10 years ago we thought that Go, although it was called the successor of chess, because you know that in May 1997 Kasparov lost his match against Deep Blue, and so many researchers were looking for another, I would say, research vehicle, and they thought Go would be the next one. Yes, but Go turned out to be a very tough one, and so that holds true for 90 by 90, but also for 9 by 9. And so we approached the game of Go from various sides. First of all, we tried the search paradigm, but the search paradigm, which works very well with chess, didn't work with Go. Then we tried the knowledge extraction. So we took the recorded games by Go grandmasters and we tried to extract from that Go games knowledge which we could incorporate in our computer programs as heuristics. It works up to a certain extent, and so we came from a complete, I would say, unknown Go player to a very, very weak Go player. Yes, but of course that was far from the first Dan or from the Dan series, but let alone from the grandmasters. Yes, so we were, I would say, on not even on amateur level in comparison with the Go grandmasters. That is 10 years ago. Then we tried to, I would say, to focus on smaller boards. So what we did is we solved now the 1, 2, and 3 by 3 boards, but also the 4 by 4 board. And then we succeeded, especially my PhD student Herik-1 succeeded to solve the Go 5 by 5 board in 2003. Yes, and that was a performance in itself. And that is a win for the first player. And that is black in your case, yes. Now I have some successors of Herik-1, and they are busy to try to solve the Go 6 by 6 board, yes. And they will like to do that in comparison, I would say in collaboration with Sarah, with the new supercomputer. So that is one of our prestigious projects, yes. But 6 by 6, and assuming that it is within reach that we can solve that, is no longer 7 by 7, 8 by 8, or 9 by 9. And 9 by 9 is the first board on which we play, I would say, games. I know there are some puzzles. Go, you also have puzzle books, and in the puzzle books you see sometimes 7 by 7 or 8 by 8 boards, and then you see some Go puzzles. Yes, but in fact the first serious challenge is the 9 by 9 board. And the 9 by 9 board is also difficult, and up to 4 years ago that was also weak play. We had the best player was Ken Shen, in fact with Go intellect. But then at that time we had the French researcher Bruno Bougie, in fact he had a promovend as a PhD student, and that was Bernard Helmstetter. And Bernard, he thought that probably if we decide upon a move, we should do that by Monte Carlo search. Monte Carlo search is a special technique that you try move after move without any relevance for the superficial one. But if you do 10,000 games, then probably you could also eliminate the good games, and then you have, if you have enough, I would say, crowd, then the good moves and the good decisions also comes out of the crowd, and that is the idea. So the Monte Carlo search was incorporated or introduced in the Go world. In fact, it was not the finding of Bruno Buzi himself, but it was a finding by Brugman in 1991 or something like that. But nobody followed him at that time, and everybody thought that it was a crazy idea. Up to Bernard Helmstad, I would say, picked up that idea and incorporated, and then Buzi was the the greater advocate for this idea. And so it was, I would say, the good news was spread over all the participants. And now the person I just mentioned, Herik van der Werf, he did his PhD in 2005, but now he returned because he thought if it was in Amsterdam, I could only take off a few days and participate. So with the new techniques he participated, and he called his program Steenvreter. That means something like stone eater or whatever, and then in a slang language in Dutch, yes. And in fact, with Go, connected with Go, that means that he took all the stones of his opponent away. And he succeeded very, very well, because he scored 16 out of 18 games, 16 points out of 18 games. And so he became first. He had in the first round a bug in his program, and he solved that bug. Then he lost one more game, and the remainder of the games I would say he won. And everybody agreed that he was the right winner. So we have a completely paradigm shift in that world, namely from, I would say, having a knowledgeable game now to a search game again. So we could say that the game of Go 9x9 has been returned to a kind of chess problem. Namely, it could now be attacked with search techniques instead of knowledge techniques. And that is the paradigm shift, as you may understand. It is a little bit disappointing, because in artificial intelligence we believe that knowing, knowledge, cognition, yes, that is the most important thing. And now it turns out that another thing, namely the game of Go, is not dominated by knowing all the things on the Go board, but also clever searching is more fruitful. And of course you could think about if the whole world is in that way or not.
Is this perhaps only for computers, and does the human mind works different?
That's also in discussion. That's almost a philosophical discussion. So I can admit that this is for computers, and moreover, I would say what I'm now telling you very enthusiastically holds only for the 9x9 board and not for the 19x19 board, because that is still far away, and our techniques just not work so well at the moment for the 19x19 board. But we are approaching.
Yeah,